Hello?
Hi, is Steven available?
Yeah, hold on.
Hi, Steven.
Yes.
This is Officer Fred with Sturgis Police Department. Did you see this firsthand, or he tell you this, or how?
He told me about it and asked me if I wanted to see or see the body, and I said no.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He was trying to get me to help him to where he can go bury the body, and we told him that we wasn't going to do that.
And do you know who the person is that?
Yeah, her name is Kelly Jean Warner.
2019年5月22日、ミシガン州のスタージス警察は、スティーブンと名乗る男性から行方不明の女性に関する通報を受け取った。男性は名前以外の自身に関する情報を明かさなかったが、教える住所に行けば女性が見つかると話した。その女性の名前はケリー・ジーン・ワーナー。時刻が真夜中に差し掛かる頃、通報を受けて警察はあるアパートの一室を訪れた。中から出てきたのは当時35歳のウェイド・アレンという男性だ。警察はウェイドにケリーの消息について尋ねたが、彼は数ヶ月間以上彼女を見ていないと主張した。
Hi, Wade.
Hey, Wade. How you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing? Doing good. I remember you from the Speedway.
3537, what are you up to now?
Not much.
Yeah, working up there anymore?
No.
Gotcha. We're looking for Kimberly.
Kelly?
Or Kelly.
Do you know Kelly?
Kimberly or Kelly?
From the shelter, maybe?
KJ?
KJ?
Yeah. Kelly. Nickname KJ.
466, stop.
Sorry. Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard from that person in some months. She hasn't been around in a while.
Do you know her? Or
I haven't heard from her in a while. The last time I've seen her is a couple months, and last I heard she's in Kalamazoo, and after that I haven't heard from her.
Well, we just need to talk to her.
Oh, well,
Do you mind if we come and look, see if make sure she's not here?
I can tell you she's not. I mean, you know, I haven't got any mail. If you got that, I can give you that, but she's not here right now, I can tell you that.
You don't mind if we just verify real quick she's not in there, and then we'll get out of
Or
here.
we can
We'll
call.
just tell Kalamazoo that she's not down here, and we can get that wiped off the plate.
I think the best way for me to help you get a hold of her is through the shelter. I got her shelter manager person, and I can give you that information, but as far as here, I don't like just... My place is a mess, and I don't like just people coming and going all the time.
We don't care. We see all sorts of apartments and homes, and
Well,
all we gotta do is verify she's not here, and then we can get out of here and be done with it. They've been trying to locate her for a few days.
I've been waiting to hear from her on Facebook, and I haven't heard from her. So that's all I could tell you is try Kalamazoo. Like, she hasn't been here in forever, and I don't know what to tell you.
物が散らかっているから無理だと話し、ウェイドは部屋に警察を招き入れようとしなかった。しかしこういった場面において、何かと言い訳を作り、協力的にならない場合、それは通常当事者にとって何かやましい問題があることを意味している。話し合いの末、最終的にウェイドは部屋の捜索を了承するが、警察官一人だけを条件として提示した。
Oh, you just want to walk in, that's it?
Yeah, that's basically all we want to do is just verify.
Our bosses want
Yeah.
to make sure she's not here. So
Yeah.
we want to do what we got to do for our job, and then they
Do you
want
mind
us
if
to
it's
go
just
check.
one of you then? I just
One of us
That's
is
fine.
one of us is
Okay.
fine.
Do you want to come in?
I'll go and wait. Thank you.
I know you know me enough, like...
Yeah, I just.
It's not much, but I don't have... I mean, I got my friend's sunglasses here, but... Not much of anything. You see? She's not here. I had her suitcase from when she was here. Just me, and if I do have a guest, I have a bed.
Yeah, bed. Okay.
But I don't have anyone here.
Okay.
And I just
All right,
stay
man.
myself.
What's in the cooler?
今を見渡していた警察は、奥に置かれていた大きな保冷ボックスをしっかりと確認した。これについて開けるように頼むが、ウェイドはそれを拒んだ。
Well, that's for when the summer comes around. I'm gonna have parties and stuff. So.
All right, no problem. Can you open that for me, and then we'll get out of here.
Well, not right now. I can't. Like, I mean, I want to save that for later.
Okay.
For when the summer gets here. So. But I showed you, she hasn't been here in forever.
Okay. Well, you don't. Why don't you just open that cooler, and we'll get out of here. I just want to make sure anywhere that she could be hiding.
She's not gonna be hiding.
Well, okay. I just need to know that. Okay.
No, I mean, I can help you out there, but I've shown you everything.
Okay. All right. You won't.
I haven't seen her, like I said, in forever.
Nope. You don't have no closets, or?
No. I mean, just this. You know? And that's it.
Okay.
But she's not here and hasn't been. I wish she was.
All right, man. You can walk me to the front then. So.
All right.
You won't open that cooler for me?
Well,
Can you open the fridge for me? Make sure she's not hiding in there.
there's no point in the fridge either. Like, I mean, it's just food and stuff.
I understand.
You know.
All right. Why don't you throw your shoes on real quick?
Well, I helped you out. I showed
You did partially. But do you have shoes you can throw on real quick?
A little bit. But here, I'll help you. You know.
Okay, I'll help you out. Go on out.
Well, I gotta get
You're detained right now. Okay, go on out.
I'm detained.
You're detained. Right. Walk
Well,
out there.
You said
I
let me
said
get my shoes on.
you're not gonna get them on now. I'm giving you the opportunity to walk out there. Do it now. You got anything illegal on you?
No, I don't.
Okay, put your hands behind your back.
You got a knife or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Why don't you turn around against the wall real slowly?
Being detained, I'm just...
Just want the opportunity to look the rest of the way through the apartment, okay?
Well, I showed you everything. Here, let me...
Do you want to show me?
I will. I showed you everything.
Why don't you walk back in there and show me then?
But I did. You see?
Can I look in that fridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did. It's nothing...
Okay. I see she's not in there.
What do you want to be in the fridge?
I understand that, but we gotta look. We found people in some crazy places. In little cupboards like that, people can crawl in there and fit in there. And I just want to make sure 100% that she's not here, and then we'll get out of here.
What do you want to have to hide?
Well, I don't know her. I don't know anything about her. I don't know if she's hiding from the law or hiding from her family or what she's doing.
Well, I
so
don't think she would.
I just want to verify. Okay. Can I look in that cooler over there?
That's kind of, like I said, later on in summer stuff, but I'm trying to keep my stuff kind of private, you know?
Well, that's fine. All I want to do is open it, say, KJ, you in there, and then close it right back up, and I'll get out of here. You'll be out of handcuffs, and we'll be gone.
ウェイドは保冷ボックスの中身を見せることを拒み続けた。他に怪しむような場所はなかったため、疑念は次第に強くなっていった。ウェイドは拘束され、警察は捜査令状の手続きを始める。
Why don't you just have a seat right there?
Well, do you mind if I wait out here? I mean...
No, I gotta type up a search warrant, so it's gonna take a while. So, but at this point, I'm suspicious that she is in there.
Why?
So, because you won't let me look in that cooler or any other big boxes in there. I didn't see anything else I needed to look through, but that big cooler, I'd have no idea what size she is. If she's a little person, you could probably put two of her in that cooler. That cooler was that big. So basically, I was going to make sure she's not hidden in there. It took you a little while to answer your door, so I don't know if she was...
The reason why I took a while is because I had to get dressed.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that. If you were in bed, yeah. But in the meantime, you could have been telling somebody to go hide in the cooler. I don't know.
No.
So...
That wouldn't make any sense.
So he was trying to steer me away from this big old cooler that's in the corner of his living room. It's a big, huge green cooler, and he's got boxes stacked on top of it. So I don't know what he's got in that cooler, but he kept pulling me away from it. Every time I look over there, he'd say...
ここから警察はウェイドを連れてもう一度アパートに戻り、さらに詳細な取り調べを行っていく。
Alright, let's head up there and... Yeah, like I said, we all don't have to go in there. Just one of us can go in.
It says on your computer screen suspicious activity, but
Well,
nothing suspicious going on. I'm just
just that we're trying to locate her, and we just had a suspicious call come in that she's in the area, and we know she was linked to you. Thought, well, maybe she's staying here. Okay, I'm gonna open the door for you.
Yeah.
Okay, can I look in your cupboards here?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I can see through that one. I can't see in this one.
Yeah, there it is.
So am I good to look around a little bit? Then we'll get you out of handcuffs and we'll leave.
Yeah.
I'm good to check things out. All I'm concerned about is any closets or any coolers.
Like I said, just in here. Watch.
Okay. Can I pop it open? Just take a peek.
Well, yeah, if you want.
Okay. Why don't you step back for a second?
Okay.
What's in there?
Just stuff.
Okay. All right. Let's head out here.
But my wallet's right there.
Okay. I'll grab it. Head out here.
I showed you everything.
Yep. You're under arrest, okay?
Under arrest.
Yes, you are.
All right.
Gotta get the crime task force out here.
Can I have a soda, please?
Just keep walking.
Please. So I can have something to drink. You want me to talk to you about things?
Not yet. Not yet.
警察の見立て通り、ケリーは保冷ボックスの中から遺体として発見された。確認に当たった警察官は直ちに現場に専門チームの派遣を要請。後に聞くと彼女は精神的な問題を抱えており、居場所を転々としていたため、この事件以前に捜索願いなどが出されたことはないという。これが事件発覚までに時間を要した一因とも考えられる。
What's that? Where are we going?
Back in the corner in the living room, there's a green cooler right there. I just cracked it. He finally gave me permission to come in here and look in there. That cooler. I cracked it open, looked in there and seen skin. I shut it and took him right out.
How bad does it smell?
It doesn't smell bad. That's why I didn't think there was anything in there because I had it cracked open for a while. But
So you just put everything back on it?
I didn't even take anything off. The lid opens from the back side. I peeked over the left hand. No, and I didn't. I just took him straight out and.
Blood?
I have no idea. We thought we seen blood on the ceiling, but it wasn't.
Oh, yeah. And cut up.
Okay, now it stinks. Well, so there's a lot more evidence in here somewhere
And it
then.
stinks.
Yeah, now it does. I must have been holding my breath or something when I opened it. So.
ウェイドが警察署に連行されている間、犯罪現場捜査班は新たな証拠として2つ目の保冷ボックスを発見した。
So this cooler is what we think might have the other parts in it, being the legs from the knees down. So we're going to pull it out. It's going to smell. Sam, can you get a picture of that, where that is? I will lift it up.
Let's get a picture of that.
That is tied in a knot up here. I will cut right here. Yep, those are her legs. I saw some toes and an ankle.
ウェイドに話を聞くと、ケリーは転倒して頭部に強い衝撃を受けていたことが分かった。全ては事故だったと主張するも、その後のケリーは以前と同じような生活を送れていなかったと話す。記憶力と運動機能が低下し、食事も適切に取れず、物を握る力も失っていた。そしてある日浴室で彼女を発見すると、すでに亡くなっていたと警察に語り、遺体を切断し、保管していた事実を認めた。
Takes a bath, passes away in the bathtub. You store her in the bathtub until you can get coolers, run cold water on her and keep the decomp down. By the first cooler, she wouldn't fit, so you tried removing her legs below the knee.
Up below and above.
Right, so below first, right, is that what we said? And then she was still too long, so then you removed above the knee. Yeah. And what did you do with those portions?
Second cooler.
second cooler. Okay. So remove the legs. We're able to fit her in the cooler. Put her legs in the second cooler. Where did you get the second cooler from?
Walmart.
From Walmart also. Okay.
I'm not a very complicated guy.
Okay. And then you said the reciprocating saw that you used. Where did you get that from? Walmart. Exactly, because this is what we're trying to do. Officer Wyatt and myself are trying to make sure we get to the bottom of the story. So an autopsy will be performed on Kelly, and what they will do is they will go through, all medical conditions, everything that transpired. They'll be able to tell us what her exact cause of death was. And I just want to make sure that you're telling me she was in a bathtub, you woke up, she wasn't breathing, the water was above her airways, and then we get to the medical examiner's office and they say, she's got water in her lungs, but that's not what caused her death. Ultimately, what we're trying to do here, Wade, is we're just trying to, when Kelly's family or loved ones or other people who cared for her like you did, ask, we can just tell them, hey, this is what happened. So that way everyone has a peace of mind and everyone has a clear conscience and everyone doesn't have a weight on their shoulders of.
Ever since that first fall, I've been worried. Like I said, with the balance being off.
Okay.
My fear is that she might have tried to got up and might have slipped back down.
Okay.
Okay. But I don't know how to I'm not an expert. I don't know how to verify that.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what the medical examiner will do when
I'm
they do
just
the
saying,
autopsy.
like, the water, I don't know if that was her cause of death. But I know I did shower her a few times, so there is probably going to be water. Is it enough to fill her lungs? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I told you everything.
Okay.
Because...
Well, like I said, I just want to make sure that...
And she does have other marks and stuff, like I said, because before she came back, she left someone that hurt her bad.
転倒事故とは関係なく、ケリーには他にもあざなどがあったことをウェイドは話し始めた。自分の元へ帰ってくる前に、誰かに傷つけられたんだろうと答えていたが、取り調べの休憩中、ウェイドは自分がケリーに身体的危害を加えていたと驚きの供述をする。
Okay.
That wouldn't cause death.
When was the last time you used a belt on her?
Probably a day or two before. But
Before she died?
yeah, but that couldn't cause death.
I wouldn't think it would. So yeah. Why did you use a belt on her?
Because I didn't want to use hands.
So it was punishment to her.
But that's my point. I started using the belt because I didn't want to use hands anymore.
Okay.
That's why I'm not saying it's that much better, okay? I shouldn't be physical anyways. But when you were asking about this whole backslapping thing, I stopped using hands a long while ago.
Okay.
With her, it's a belt. You're going to see the belt marks. When you guys get the autopsy, I want that to be known.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, we know about that. That way we know where it came from. Yeah.
警察は他にも何か証言や証拠は得られないかと、ウェイドの隣の家に住むシェリーにも協力を求めて話を聞いた。シェリーはウェイドが以前、女性を虐待していたことを何気なく認めていたと警察に話した。ウェイドから話を聞いた当時のシェリーはこれに動揺し、以降はウェイドを自宅に招かないようにしたという。
The whole falling in the bathroom type deal, the incident that happened, you said about a month and a half ago. How did that all come about? Was he visiting you, or?
That was when he brought the coffee over.
When he brought the coffee over? Okay, what did he say?
He said that she had fallen in the bathroom and hit her head.
Do you remember seeing her with anything on her head or nothing like that?
No.
Alright, so when he brings the coffee over, he tells you straight out, she shouldn't have done that, I'm going to have to get the belt.
Yeah.
And then you tell him, well, you shouldn't do that, and then you said you'd say to him that if you hear anything, you'll be calling us.
Yeah.
Anything
he thought
else?
maybe she had a skull fracture. And I said, you need to take her to the ER.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, no, I'm taking care of her.
Okay, she might have a skull fracture.
He said she was acting dizzy and just a little garbling her words.
ウェイドは警察との話の最後に、彼女の遺体を保存しておきたかったと供述した。遺体を冷やして腐敗を遅らせる方法をテレビで見て、 ウェイドは彼女に冷たい水をかけ続けたという。さらに彼女が亡くなり、隣の部屋で横たわっている間も彼女に毎日話しかけていたと明かした。ウェイドは間違った決断をしたことを認めたが、ケリーの死よりも自分が世間にどう見られるかを心配していた。なぜ遺体をアパートに長く放置していたのかという警察の質問には、彼女に適切な墓場を望んでいたと説明。彼女が知らない土地に連れられ、忘れ去られるのを望まなかったと答えた。被害者のケリーはウェイドと付き合ったり別れたりを繰り返していた。やがてその関係は一方的で支配的なものへと変化していったのだ。女性の遺体を切断し隠蔽しようとした行為は絶対に許されるべきものではない。隣人のシェリーに言われた通り、ウェイドは彼女を病院に連れて行くべきだったはずだ。驚くことに、逮捕後のウェイドはセントジョセフ郡刑務所に収監中の2020年10月7日に同房の囚人たちのうちの一人に性的暴行を加え、新たな罪を増やした。そして2023年1月、ウェイドは交際相手の殺害と遺体の損壊および同房の囚人に対する性的暴行に関する罪状に対し無罪を主張しない旨の答弁をした。これによりウェイドは第2級殺人罪で37年6ヶ月から60年の懲役刑、遺体の解体と損傷の未遂罪で2年から5年の懲役刑、第3級刑事性犯罪の未遂罪で38ヶ月から5年の懲役刑を言い渡された。